everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Jackie. I hope you hit that subscribe button to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 2021 beauty favorites. So I headed to my vanity in my bathroom to pick out all my favorite products. So I grabbed a bin's worth full of stuff from hair care, skincare, body care, and of course makeup. Here is a little preview of that bin. It's nice and full, so we should get started now before I make this video a million times longer than what it's supposed to be. So let me just share with you all my favorite beauty products of 2021. Let's just start off with hair care first. The shampoo and conditioner that I used so much, as well as the dry shampoo I used religiously, that there is no more left in this. I already repurchased this. I'm just waiting for the package to come in the mail so I can use this again. So we have the Kristen S. The One Signature shampoo and conditioner. I love this stuff so much. I think I've been using this since 2018. So yeah, my hair is pretty long and pretty healthy using it, so I think they're good products. The next hair care favorite I loved in 2021 is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. I love this stuff. It is definitely worth the hype. I saw it on so many bloggers, Instagrammers, influencers, everywhere. People raved about this dry shampoo, and it is a bit pricey, but it definitely is worth the hype, and I highly recommend it. Next category, we are going to move on to body care. I only have one body care favorite. If you watched my shower routine that I did in my Vlogmas 2021 series, I'll link that down below. You can see I used most of these products in that video, but I am going to mention my body wash favorite, which was the Soap & Glory Clean On Me Creamy Clarifying Shower Gel. That's really long, so I'm almost out of this, but I did repurchase another bottle, so that is good. I usually get these on sale when they're under $10, so I recommend picking that up when it's on sale and just stocking up on it. I have a spare in my bathroom cabinet when this one runs out, but I just love the scent of this. It does an amazing job. Now moving on to the category of skincare, I have quite a few skincare bits that I've been loving. Next up, we have the facial cleanser that I used throughout 2021. This is technically a new bottle, but I've been using the travel size one ever since I got it. It's my daily cleanser, and it is the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. This is amazing. It's really gentle. It has no fragrance. It doesn't break me out or anything, and if I just need a quick wash, I use this. If I'm wearing makeup, if I'm not wearing makeup, it's just my daily cleanser, and I really like this stuff. So I should have started off with this product first besides the cleanser, but this is how I take my makeup off. I use the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm, and it is amazing. It removes all my makeup, but if not, I use this to double cleanse with, but this usually removes all my makeup. It is almost gone. I'll have to repurchase a new one, but this is what I use to remove my makeup. It works really well. It was $10, I believe, so pretty affordable, and it works really great, and I love it. Then we have the eye cream that I used throughout 2021, and it is the Makeup Revolution Vitamin C Eye Cream. I love this stuff. I apply it daily. I believe it was under $15, so another pretty affordable skincare find. Now this is the last skincare favorite for 2021. It is the Pixi Glow Tonic. This is the second round of me using this stuff, and as you can see, it's almost gone again. I'll have to repurchase this. It is just a great toner. I love it. It clarifies and it does wonders for my skin. Doesn't break me out or anything. That is it for hair care, body care, and skincare. Now the only thing left in this bin is all my makeup favorites for 2021. I guess I can start with my favorite tools, I guess. Real Techniques brushes. I love all their brushes. I just brought two out because these are like my most favorites, but I also use them for eye brushes and all that. I have a whole entire set. I wanted to mention the sculpting brush. I use this to contour, and then I use the setting brush to apply my powder and also my highlight. But overall, Real Techniques definitely wins makeup brush of the year. As for makeup sponges, so that goes to e.l.f. I use the Total Face Sponge, and then this is the concealer sponge. First off, I use primer, so I have three here. I could not choose, but one of them technically is a skincare primer. I think it's kind of okay that I put this in this category. I don't know if this is really makeup or skincare, so yeah, we're going to just talk about it now. This is the Wet n Wild Prime Focus Primer Serum in the hydrating variant, and again, this is almost gone. I love this so much. And then I couldn't choose between two primers that I loved throughout 2021. One is kind of like a daily, everyday primer. The other one is if I want to get like a full day's look, glam, makeup kind of day out of this. This is what I use. So for everyday makeup, I use the NYX the Marshmallow Primer, and this stuff is really good. It went viral on TikTok maybe this time last year. I went and bought it. It was the last one in my store, and then I tried it out and I was like, oh, this is okay. It smells amazing. And then after a while, it really took off and I really enjoyed this product. Then we have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Again, another viral TikTok product that got recommended to me. I got this in a Christmas gift set last year. This stuff is amazing. As I said, if I want like a full coverage, no budge makeup kind of day, either I'm wearing it for like 12 or more hours, or I'm doing like a very glam makeup look, I use this stuff. That is why I love that primer, and I couldn't decide, so the award for best primer goes to two products this year. Now for foundation, I'm going to be talking about two favorites again. Just like the primer, I have an everyday one and a more full coverage one. So for everyday looks, I use the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream in the shade Light 240W. So it might be a little bit light on my skin. I have to bronze myself up, but I do not have like a correct matching shade in this range, unfortunately, but this does a pretty good job. I like the coverage to it. Again, this was a very popular product. I picked it up because of that, and it is worth the hype. I love this stuff. And then for full coverage foundation, I use the Milani 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in the shade 04 Medium Beige. This matches me perfectly. It is the perfect shade match for me. It applies smoothly, blends in seamlessly. With or without primer, it works great. I love this stuff. I'm wearing it today actually, and I've had my makeup on for 10 hours, I believe, because I went out and I did stuff. I've worn it so much and I think it looks pretty good. So highly recommend this foundation. It worked really well for me. Blended in nicely, is a perfect color match. 10 out of 10. So this definitely had to be in my 2021 beauty favorites because it was a well-loved product. Now we move on to concealer favorites, and yes, I have quite a few concealer favorites. I don't know if you count one of them as a concealer favorite because I do not use it as a concealer, so we'll talk about that one last, but we can move on to these two products. These are technically my concealers of 2021. It is the Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint in the shade Peach, and this goes on after my primer, before foundation and concealer. That is how I use this product, and it does work. It helps lighten up my under eye circles. It has been in my everyday makeup routine since. I do not do my makeup without this product, so another very top favorite that I had to include in this video. Now moving on to concealer of the year, I loved the Wet n Wild Megalass Incognito Concealer in Medium Honey. This is the perfect shade for me. This stuff is really good. I love the pigmentation of it. It hides pretty well. Also, it is really blendable and it's pretty affordable too. So concealer had to go to this one. Then I would go in with this one. This is the Makeup Revolution Eye Bright Concealer in medium. So I would add this on top if just I wasn't getting enough sleep and nothing else hides it. I add this on top. That moves on to this, which is the shade Deep Caramel. I use this to liquid contour. I discovered the hack on TikTok again, and it's done me wonders. It's a really great product. It took me quite a while to find this. It was sold out everywhere online and stuff like that, but I finally got my hands on it, and I can see why it was so loved, because it is a great product. Speaking of contouring, I use this palette, the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and this is in the shade Dulce de Leche. I use both the shades, so this one to contour, this one to set my under eyes. I put this in my favorites last year, but it was towards the end of the year, and I said that I wasn't sure about it, but I did quite like it. I full-blown love it now. It is great. It does such a good job at contouring. It's the perfect shade for me, and I started really loving this shade for underneath my eyes. This is how I set it, and it's just amazing. I love this. I'm definitely repurchasing this again once I hit pan, because it is so good. So this is another top makeup favorite for 2021. Now we move on to blush. I have a powder blush and a liquid blush. I guess we can start off with a liquid blush first. This is the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in Bliss, and I got this for my birthday last year because I wanted to try Selena Gomez Rare Beauty line, and I heard such good things about the liquid blush, and I wanted to try a liquid blush because I never tried one. I usually stick with powders, but this changed my mind. It is so good. It is a bit pricey at $20, I believe, but I use mine quite a lot. Whenever I do my makeup, this is what I use, and a little goes a long way. I just use 2 dots on both my cheeks, and it blends in so nicely. I love the color. It's a great matte neutral color that is so pretty, and highly recommend this and really love it. Now for powder blush, I loved one product, but I just couldn't pick a shade that I loved because I used these 3 shades throughout the year. So the shades that I loved were Lychee, Watermelon, and Spiced Apple. They all sound like such fun names and fun things. So how I use this, I use the Lychee one in the spring, I believe. It's definitely a very pretty spring color. I used Watermelon in the summer. It was very bright, very pretty, perfect summer shade. And then for fall, I used Spiced Apple. It is such a pretty fall color. So that is how I used this product. And I also use the highlights in it. I'll use the blush on top of the liquid blush. That's how I do my blush. And then I use the highlight on top of that, and it works so great. It is my favorite blush combo, so I had to include it. Speaking of highlight, if I didn't want like a natural highlight that this gave me, I would put this on. This is the Wet n Wild Loose Highlight Powder in I'm So Lit, and this is so blinding and so sparkly, and if I really wanted that glam sparkly look, I would use this. It is a bit messy when you use it, but when it's applied to the skin, it is so pretty and glowy, and I love it. Almost done with my base makeup favorites, but I thought I would add this in at the end. Usually I use this at the end of my makeup routine when I'm finished with my makeup, but we'll just add it in now. This is the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. This is amazing. I think it does great for my makeup. As you can see, I use it a lot. It's well loved. I don't know how many sprays I use of this at a time, but I love it. It does good for my makeup. It makes it stay. Now moving on to brow products that I loved in 2021. I just have 2. The Morphe Brow Pencil in Cold Brew and the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel in Brownie Brows. These are the 2 products I use for my eyebrows. I don't really do much. I just fill it in with this and then use the spoolie and brush them up, and then to set it in place, I've been using a dark brow gel. I used to use a clear one, but I like the definition this one gives. It does a perfect job. So yes, 2 affordable drugstore brow products that get my brows looking like this. Now we're moving on to the eye category. All the eye products that I use, from the eyeshadow palette, eyeliner, eye primer, and mascara. We're going to talk through those, and there's only one of each for this. Primer, I use the Makeup Revolution Prime and Lock, and this just works nicely, does the job. I like the applicator of this. I have a few eye primers, but I just like this because it's like a concealer almost. It's just easy to put on my eyes, blend it in, and that's why I kind of prefer this kind. It is a great product and it helps make my eyeshadow stay on for longer. My go-to eyeshadow palette for 2021 has to go to ColourPop Going Coconuts palette. This has been my go-to palette when I went traveling over the summer. This is the only palette that I took with me. I have so many other palettes, but this one is the one that I reached for, maybe because it has a mirror and I used the mirror to travel with. It's a decent sized mirror, but also the colors are super pretty. It is really gorgeous. It has some mattes in there, some shimmers. I use mostly this color right here, which is in the shade Culotta here for my crease color, and then I add the shade Cocoa Crush, which is this sparkly, glittery, rose gold kind of color on my lid. And then for eyeliner, I use the shade Nutty, which is a matte dark brown. So that was my go-to eye look. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. This was my favorite eyeshadow palette I used pretty much, I'm gonna say 90% of 2021. That's why it won in its category. Now for mascara and eyeliner. So my favorite mascara for 2021 was the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. It is amazing. It is a good mascara and I can't say much about it. It like does wonders for my lashes. It's affordable. It takes off pretty well. This wins best mascara of 2021. Now we have best eyeliner. If I did wear black liquid liner, this is the one that I use. This is the Maybelline Hyper Easy liquid liner, and it is just a felt tip liquid liner. It goes on easily for me. I love this style. It's really good and really affordable. Last things in here are lip products. I could not choose a lip product that was my favorite. Like, I just couldn't. So I'm going to feature a few of my favorites color-wise and also formula-wise. First off, I'm going to do lip products that are not actual lip colors. So my lip balm favorite and my lip scrub favorite. This is the e.l.f. lip scrub in brown sugar. And this is the second tube I own of it. It's really great. It works great in the winter time, but throughout the year as well. And I like that it's in like lipstick format, so it's easier to use. You don't have to scoop it out and scrub it. You can just rub it on your lips like a lipstick. And yeah, this is definitely a favorite. I think I featured it maybe last year as well, but it still wins the award for favorite lip scrub. Then for lip balm, this has been my go-to. This is the Wet n Wild Sleeping Lip Mask. I apply this at night during my skincare routine, and I had to buy a new one because this one is almost out. I use it that much, and it really does help my dry, chapped lip. Moving on to lip liner. I used quite a few lip liners this year. This one wins the award. I picked two colors, but they are the same brand. This is the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in the shade Sugar and Spice, which is my favorite, and Flesh that I started using I think during the fall time, and it is really pretty. But Sugar and Spice definitely is my favorite. I really need to sharpen this because it's not doing too good, but once I sharpen it, it is amazing. It's very pigmented. It doesn't drag. It is just a good formula for lip liner, the best I've tried. Definitely a lip liner award goes to LA Girl. My favorite lipstick for 2021 goes to these two. One is a pure nude, the other one is like a pinky nude, I believe. So first is the nude one. This is the Essence matte lipstick in Loyal, and it is so pretty. If you see me with a regular nude lip that's a little bit more glossy, this is what I've been wearing. It is so pretty. I think I found one of my favorite nude lipsticks in this shade. Then we have the Makeup Revolution Satin Matte lipstick in the shade Chauffeur. I found this on TikTok to be a dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and I've tried both of them, and yes, this is very similar. It's more of a pinky mauve, and it is so pretty, and I just couldn't get enough of this. Now we have my favorite liquid lipstick, and I chose 3 colors, one of each color that I wear quite a bit: a red, a hot pink, and a nude. So the one that I'm wearing today is this one. This is the NYX Lip Lingerie XXL in Undressed, and if you see me with a very matte liquid lip, this is what I'm wearing with the Sugar and Spice Lip Liner by LA Girl. That is my go-to lip combo. So that wins lip combo of the year, lip liner of the year, and lipstick of the year. This was my favorite hot pink lip color. This is the NYX Shine Loud in the shade Lead Everything. It was my go-to hot pink during my birthday. It was amazing. So we have the lip color on this end, and then you put that on, and then once that's dry, you put the gloss on top, and it really did stay on. It was amazing, and I really loved it. My favorite red shade goes to the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink in Dancer. This was my favorite last year as well, and this year too, it was so good. I love this color. If you saw me wear a red lip during Vlogmas, this was the shade I wore, or any red lip in general. Probably it was this one, so this wins wed lip of 2021. There you go. That is it for my 2021 beauty favorites. If I didn't mention it before, I'm pretty much wearing all of those products. Maybe not every single shade, but most of those products I used on my face today. I will link everything I mentioned down below in the description if you want to check that out. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone!